Level 3.1. Level 3.1 is a sub-layer found within Level 3. It is an array of rooms filled with machines and spacecraft. Sometimes while traversing Level 3, wanderers may come across different rooms that have spacecraft and machines in. They are connected by nothing but a handful of narrow doors that go for miles. Said occurrences happen due to the existence of what has been dubbed Level 3.1. All rooms are connected by long, narrow corridors that have gas pipes and copper cables. The cables function. Because of this, it is recommended to look for damaged or uninsulated cables. Usually, the narrow corridors lead to another room, which is either filled with machinery and spacecraft or a circular room that stretches deep below ground level, not dissimilar of a silo, and houses a single rocket with no brand or manufacturer. The only exception is when the corridors lead to a dead end, which is highly unlikely. The sub-layer looks very different to Level 3, rooms being comprised of white walls and floors, which are made of shiny, light gray tiles. A significant change for the look of the base alinea Fliv 3. The roof is almost always made out of concrete, with big industrial lighting being the main source of lighting throughout the level, while some rooms contain neon lighting. All rooms contain lots of machinery, which functions at all times without human interaction. Destroying the machines will make it instantly repair them by robot hands that emerge from a hole in the ceiling. They use tools or apparatus around the room. The hands are usually passive, but upon being disturbed will immediately turn aggressive, hitting the wanderer until they leave the room or area so it can do work later. Much like Level 3, it pays off for being dangerous because it has many items such as almond water, false outlets, and fire salt, to name a few. There are large energy storage devices in some rooms. Several outlets can be found on them, which can power a myriad of man-made devices. On rare occasions, containers full of equipment can be found in the level. They contain sledgehammers, bolt cutters, drills, flashlights, first aid kits, construction helmets, and other items. The objects are vital to progress industrial zones and habitable areas. Wi-Fi is also present in Level 3.1, available through Wi-Fi units in the walls. The signal will vary from room to room and become highly unstable in corridors. Temperatures are thought to be high due to the machines, but they are actually only 20 to C71, 6F in the rooms and around 18 C64 for F in corridors. In the narrow corridors, you are mostly safe from the entities. Attempting to destroy objects in the corridors have not yet been attempted, but is thought to do the hand thing. Although most corridors simply lead to another room and contain no exit, some do contain a staircase that allows wanderers to exit the sub-layer. These appear at random and are very rare. Sometimes, wanderers may come across extremely tall rooms, like silos. They always house one rocket, with no brand or making. They are mostly devoid of entities. The rocket is over a void. Control panels can also be found in a separate, secured room within the silo. It could launch the rocket, but don't function, being inoperable and in disrepair. Other rooms can be found, which are less common, are large centrifuges, press conference rooms, offices, and sleeping quarters. There are others, but not much is known. There are lots of entities in these rooms. Normally, no valuable objects can be found across rooms, but occasionally bottles of almond water can be found in containers, sometimes with the equipment. Entities, some appear in larger concentrations than others, some appear more scattered. Entities include bursters, stretchers, clumps, skin stealers, dullers, and hounds. Warning: multiple instances of Entity 19, known as the disease, have been found in Level 3.1. We urge you, if you're going here, to maintain proper hygiene to lower the risk of getting it. Bases, outposts and communities. Meg Base Gamma B, small outpost made by volunteers, consists of around 31 operatives, will provide shelter, supplies, and medical care to wanderers. Bent Space Complex Outpost Storage Facility for the Bent has 18 permanent members. Open to trading, will offer reasonable prices for most objects in Level 3.1. Entrances: find a yellow staircase in Level 3, go up it, and go through the door to get here. Be careful, you can't turn back. Exits: find a staircase present in some corridors, which are the safest exits. You can also no-clip through the walls. You will always go to level for upon exiting.